Reality After Show fans around the world. We are here with the star of House of Villains himself on E, Jonny Fairplay, one of the most legendary villains of all time. And last but not least, the legendary Mikey B, who rarely comes on the podcast, but I know Johnny said earlier today we got Mikey B. Mikey B, welcome to the show. How are you, brother?
I'm fantastic. How are you? Good to see you.
I love so for those of you that don't know, weren't paying attention or blinked, Mikey B was on Survivor Fans versus Favorites, Micronesia, considered one of the greatest seasons in the history of reality television. We were on there together, both about almost the same time. Mikey B more so than me. And you also see a picture of Mikey B on the Colpo Sisters show, right?
Oh, great. Yeah, that's how you're leading it in, huh, Johnny?
But most importantly,
put the gloves on, buddy.
Founder of Watertown Whiskey, my favorite whiskey drink.
You damn right.
So is that a new whiskey? So what's your background, Mikey B? I mean, before you went on, you're like fiddling with your computer, So are you just now getting back into technology world, work world? Like what's your deal?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've been living the good life, and I decided to throw it all away and, get divorced and have the kids half the time and the job the other half. But coconut whiskey. It's just I have nothing to do with the alcohol space. Never wanted to get into it, but coconut works with whiskey. And as the years went on and nobody was capitalizing, I was like, well, maybe it's me. So I created a coconut whiskey, and now I'm doing Google Docs and drives and sheets and fucking up everywhere possible, but learning a lot and getting better and starting to dominate.
So where can people find that, like on social media? If I'm on my phone right now, do I just type in Watertown Whiskey?
Correct. Yeah.
WatertownWhiskey.com, and you can order a bottle. It'll come to your house. I've done it myself. I can tell you this: I'm an old-fashioned guy, and I'm doing the House of Villains viewing parties across the country. On Wednesday nights, I'm doing Survivor, and I'm going to be in Chicago tomorrow night at a Bounce nightclub. I'm going to have Xander's going to be there, Sarah Wilson, Jessica Milagros, and Matt Hoffman from Big Brother are going to be there. A surprise guest I'm not allowed to say. They're from this season. That's why I can't say. It's Austin. So go to survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. Thursday night, I usually do villains parties. I'm not, because I'm going to the Bears-Panthers game. I got awesome seats. I'm just like, I should go. Like, I've never been to a game at Soldier Field. I feel like everyone should. I got my Justin Fields jersey. He may or may not be playing. We'll see. I may or may not be starting in my fantasy football league. We'll see. And but going forward and most Thursday nights, I am throwing a House of Villains viewing party. I got Jax at most of them. We were in Charlotte last week at Protagonist Brewing. And they had the Jax Teeny, which is the pump teeny from Vanderpump Rules that a lot of people are familiar with. It was the Jax Teeny that night. And most places I go to where they have the Jax Teeny for Jax, they have the Johnny Old Fashioned, which I guess means I'm old, Mikey B. But so the Johnny Old, that's my drink of choice, and my favorite version of the Old Fashioned is with Watertown Whiskey.
Well, I gotta send you some bottles. Look at that. I can't even center this fucking thing. I gotta send you some bottles and have the old fashioned coconut old fashioned.
I got the smoker. I do it right. So
I thank you for that post. You sent me a post.
Yeah.
I utilized you after you bought your 40,000 followers. So I got
what? I didn't buy. It's thank you E. I guess E did. They a lot of people became fans. A lot of people became fans of Jonny Fairplay after House of Villains. So we were on in the history of social media where there wasn't social media, Mikey B. So if Micronesia had been a year ago, holy moly, the floodgates would have opened. So
to backtrack, Are they all? Did they all have to pretend that they don't know each other before? And like when you were saying that you had to pretend because he's on the season now. Like, is CBS still like saying you need to be secretive and all that?
And what do you mean?
You said that one of your guests is on the current show, and so like,
someone coming to Johnny's viewing party
is on this. Yeah, is on the current season,
and they're not allowed to.
He is exactly like he is actually reposting my viewing parties.
Right, that's
the exact opposite of CBS, like dum-dums.
Yeah, like to pretend when everybody's doing it, it's like, why not just embrace it?
Well, no, their whole rationale is, well, people think you're still on the island. I'm just like, so people think that we live 3 days and 45 minutes.
Yes,
because that doesn't like the math doesn't math.
Yeah, it's dumb. Survivor, if they were smart, would, like you said, Mikey B, embrace. They would want people to promote their freaking show. Which I know people right now, one of our friends, Micah from Louisville, who we've done viewing parties at the Play Louisville, his club. He made a post on Jonny Fairplay's Instagram about House of Villains and said, dude, this shit is so much more entertaining than Survivor has been for 5 or 6 seasons. And it is true. When I watch House of Villains, and I'm a diehard Survivor fan, and to me, when I watch House of Villains, I'm just like, it's just easy to absorb and laugh, and it's simple to understand, and there's big personalities, and
we have bad guys.
Fun.
Heaven forbid you have bad guys in the last 4 years of a show.
They can do that, anti-public relations.
Well, apparently you can, because we have 10 of them, Mikey B. Now we have 8, thanks to me. I personally got rid of 2 of them.
Yeah. And by the way, episode 3 struggled, and I think it was because Johnny wasn't on it that much. I was a little bored on episode 3, not gonna lie. I'm not a reality show watcher, so
I'm not either, dude. I don't watch a ton either.
The mask challenge, I feel, was better on paper than it was in execution, because it wasn't great when we were doing it, and I felt it was just not as great watching it as well.
Which one? Mask? What was that?
When we did the masquerade thing, that
was terrible.
It was horrible.
That did not land.
But I don't have a problem with people trying. Like, I would rather that than seeing the same, going over something under something in a puzzle.
Right.
So I appreciate the effort, but yeah, it didn't land. So episode 4, though, possibly my favorite episode of reality television in the history of reality television. Like, wow.
I loved episode 4 because of many reasons. I thought the challenge where they had to go around and make people do things was funny. I think Jonny Fairplay and your conversation with Omarosa, like, basically you guys are working together as the Survivor people. And I think the Survivor people have upper hand on this game, because half these people, well, more than half, have never played a reality competition show. They're all on these just like Kardashian
living
type
shows.
shit. Yeah. So like the fact that it was showing you execute strategic gameplay to get someone out, and you're purposely laying low. I mean, your whole deal with this, you're a 49-year-old dude with a fiance and 2 kids.
You look good.
It's the Botox.
But you know what I'm saying, dude? Like, you are here to win the game. If this was like 25-year-old Jonny Fairplay, it might be a different story. You might be purposely arguing with New York.
Sure.
All New York is doing is getting TV time by being obnoxious.
Yeah. I had a 2-hour conversation with Sandra before I went out to film House of Villains. And I was like, Sandra, I'm doing the show. It's House of Villains. It's 2 of the greatest villains of all time. No, they didn't call you. Sorry. I mean,
and she said, shut up.
And that's literally, she goes, do you want to win one Fairplay? I'm like, yeah. She goes, shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was basically 2 hours of Sandra saying, shut up.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like it's a 3-person race to win this thing. I mean,
okay. So I was telling Jonny Fairplay the other day, Mikey B. So after watching episode 4, and just in general, there are big personalities, Bobby Lights
National Treasure. Who does not love Bobby Lights right now? Like,
I'll tell you this:
if the world is coming to an end, our number one goal should be protect Bobby Lights. Can we all agree on that?
Well, here's my theory, Mikey B. Johnny, Omarosa, and Johnny Bananas are the three best players in the house that are playing the game. And I feel like Johnny Bananas, because he's played the challenge so many times, is going to be targeted towards the end of the game. And I think it could be a battle between Fairplay and Omarosa for the title.
I think so as well. Except Corinne said she's 10 steps ahead of everybody. You guys, right?
That's what I hear.
Well, look out for Corinne.
Yeah. Corinne.
I agree with you, Matt. I mean, it's like, and I admit I didn't know anybody except for Johnny and Omarosa and Corinne, briefly, so I don't know any of the other characters, but it seems like, I mean, Shake just seems like a good guy. Why is he even a villain? I mean,
you will learn episode 5 why Shake is a villain. Holy t-shirt will be available. You'll see the link at johnnyfairplay.com.
He cracks me up though when whatever her chicken
Anisa.
Yeah,
he got his feelings hurt so bad.
How is your family? How's my family?
So there's actually a little more to that they didn't show. So Anfisa was on 9 Day Fiance, and for those of you that don't know, Anfisa was the gimmick of the show 9 Day Fiance is, there's someone, coming over from another country, there's the green card deal, and they come over, and you watch the show, and like Paola, her and Russ, they're still together. I'm friends with both of them. I love them. They're wonderful people, and they are in love and beyond in love. They're so incredible. And that's a good version of 90 Day Fiance. There's other versions of 90 Day Fiance in which we've watched, and like the girl comes over and you don't really see the chemistry, and you're just like, do you really like him? And they're like, yeah. And it's like, do you? And they're like, yeah. And it's just like, look,
come on. It's the same thing as The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. It's
no. 9 Day Fiance is worse because it's just like they just want, there some instances they potentially just want to come here or just want the money. Okay, so Anfisa is the first girl in the history of the show. She comes over and he's like, do you love it? She goes, I want your money. Give me my red bag with my makeup, and I want your money. So
hence 90 Day Fiance, slash fucking Bachelor, Bachelorette. I mean, if anyone watches those shows for like to find love, they need to fucking check themselves. Yeah. It's like they're all comedies. Yeah. I mean,
But Anfisa owned it, and I appreciate Anfisa for owning it. So Anfisa, the first 2 weeks,
we're talking about House of Villains here, and it's not translating into.
So the first 2 weeks in the house, Anfisa won't give Shake the time of day. She was just like, he doesn't have the monies. so what's the point? So anyway, me and Bananas were talking, and we're just like, let's have some fun with this. So we're hanging out for breakfast, and we're talking. It's just like, it's like, Bananas, is that crazy? Like Shake and his family, like they made him go to medical, and he was just like, yeah. It's good. So we're talking like. Shake's grandparents are billionaires. So they're from India, and they control 6% of the energy in the world. And, he's due to inherit all this money. However, if he didn't go to medical school, he's not in the will. And so he kind of found a loophole. He's a veterinarian, so it counts as a doctor. He's a puppy doctor. And, and so as a result, he is in the will, and he stands to inherit like billions of dollars. So me and Bananas, we made up all this. This is all a lie. None of this is true.
So that's all false.
So this is actually before. So and Pizza goes, so Shakes, tell me about your families.
Oh my God.
That's what really happened to start this.
Wow. That's fascinating, dude.
I mean, great work, but it's still it's still like bad timing on her part. Like,
and then
first time, it's like,
and then like the next
don't pull me
day,
off, please. I'll rub your back.
and then the next day it's just like, I was like, man, Bananas, you've done like 22 seasons of the challenge. You've won, and she's like, so Bananas, tell me about these challenges. You win monies.
She's the most boring. Like the only thing that
great.
but she's like
not everyone. Not everyone has to be at 11, Matt.
No, I know that. But to me, she's the only thing she's offered for me is her body. I don't even think she's fucking pretty. I literally don't even think she's hot. I think her fucking body is hot.
Yeah,
but she is the as far as a cast as a whole.
Married, Matt?
Yeah, I am married.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Mikey B, is Anisa hot?
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I've seen hotter.
Well, that's
my wife's. To me, my wife's 10 times fucking hotter than Anisa.
All right. Well, season 2, we'll pitch her. I don't know.
But Anisa, she's hot in like the Russian Ukrainian chick.
Yes.
Like that kind of hot. Like
that's a
I don't
type.
think she's
That's a type, Matt.
Yeah, it is a type. So, okay. But she's
Mikey B. You're more the Corinne's more your type, wouldn't you say?
Say it again.
Isn't Corinne more your type?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So Mikey, would you agree though that as far as the cast goes, that Anisa is probably the weakest link of the cast, or do you like who do you think kind of the
100%.
Now, if there right now, Mikey B was a House of Villains 2, because Johnny has only suggested a couple people from Survivor Series to play potentially, right? Hypothetically.
Yeah.
This is the 10 greatest villains of all time, according to, what this show is.
10 that they could get.
Yeah. So who would you say could be on
anyone?
Who would you say, Mikey B,
season
off
2.
the top of your head, season 2?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't retain very well. I watch.
But any Survivor person, would Sandra?
Did you put a Colpo sister on there?
I mean, they're not even worthy. Whatever. No.
No. Okay.
Villains in Survivor. I don't know. Give me a few names. Give me multiple choice.
Okay,
I say Corinne.
Yeah, she could be. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the promo she cut on Sugar at the
yeah. I mean, she was the trio. What was it? Her, the old guy, and
Sugar and Bob.
Yeah. No, but
no.
The guy that the villain. He was part of the villains tribe. The next one.
No, no.
So
forget it. I don't retain very well.
Not him.
Oh yeah, me too. So I think honestly, like
Poverty's the girl you were thinking of.
Poverty.
No, I'm talking about the dude.
We're not talking about the dude. Shots fired
for sure.
I think back in the day, after Abby Maria's first season, I think she could have been a villain.
Sure.
Yeah. Brazilian, fucking, you know what I'm saying? But
fuck that conversation. Fucking let's go.
Yeah. All right. So before we really go into episode 4, you were at the purple carpet premiere.
Thanks for inviting me, Johnny. It was good.
You're welcome.
I haven't seen you in about 3 years since
last. I know, too long.
Podcast. You look good.
Thank you. Dude, how insane was the presentation from E?
It was nice. Yeah, it threw me for a loop. I was shocked. I was really hoping to watch the episode.
Yeah.
That was the only disappointment from it. But great food. I mean, cocktails were great. The whole staff. I mean, they were like circus clowns, flipping bottles and fucking. Yeah.
There's a mural of the cast painted on the wall. There was a huge statue with the E logo and a scorpion around. So
they spend some money on that for sure.
Yeah. So and then we're on the signage on Sunset Strip, and at the same time we're Times Square. They had the buses in LA. Like. Insane.
Johnny is back, baby. Johnny is back where he belongs.
The most famous Johnny in the history of reality TV. So is it me or who knows? I'm wearing Bananas' hat. So maybe he's wearing my hat right now.
I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm proud of you.
So
and it's great that this episode, Johnny Fairplay, is really starting to get some coverage.
All right, so
like he sniffed out the fucking that
yes.
you know,
All right,
like,
so let's get to the challenge. So the challenge is they're called into the makeup room, and Joel McHale's on the iPad, and he's like, the challenge begins now. It's the deception deal, and you have to convince your fellow housemates or mansion mates into doing these tasks for you. And so I show up. So a lot of people are calling me out. They're just like, yeah, you say you figured it out real quick, but you were the first to to do the initial stuff. Okay. I'm always outside. Like I'm the first one to be on the treadmill at 8 a.m. every morning. I do 3 miles as soon as I wake up, and then I have a coffee.
You're the oldest. That's what happens.
I don't have a choice. So New York spent a lot of time in her room. Okay. A lot of time in her room. So New York's outside, and I'm just like, hey, it's my good friend. I love New York. New York she's a wonderful person. I love her as a person. And so she's outside, and she's like, hey, Johnny, my therapist says, I'm just like, sure. Like, just the fact that you're outside, I'm happy. I want to interact. So if you need me to do this, I'm going to do this. Like, I mean, like, anything to keep you outside and keep you out of your room and interacting with the group. I want everyone to interact all the time. Like, that's more fun. So many people hidden there, like Anfisa hides in her room. Tanisha hides in her room. Omarosa's going to law school. She's in her room. Like, and Corinne's watching after New York. So she's in her room. Like, so, I mean, like every day was me, Bananas, and Shake drinking low carb IPAs and Mick Ultras and Casamigos poolside. And it's just like, can someone else hang out with us? We're pretty entertaining, for the most part. And then Bobby Lights is just, coming off of whatever, the night before. So I'm outside, New York says, do this. I do this. Bobby Lights, he's my roommate. He goes, hey, can you give me you mind giving me a back? Absolutely. You're my roommate. Of course I give you a back rub. So this contest begins. I'm the only one out there. They're the only two out there. I do these two things. Right after that is Shake with Anfisa with the making the smoothie. Right there, my radar goes up, and I'm just like, she doesn't want Shake touching her food.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, here's a red flag. And then Bobby spills the my favorite Shake. He goes, Shake goes, did you get any on me? Or did I get any on you? His back is covered with margarita. So and I'm just
blatantly obvious.
Yeah,
I thought so. And so right there, I'm in it, like, and production's pissed because I'm just like, I got it. And they're like, fuck. They're like, literally, we are 4 minutes into this. This is a 4-hour deal, and Fairplay's all like bullseye. Here we go.
Oh, so they edited it to make it seem like it was later in the.
Well, I mean, I don't feel they showed, like, you saw the beginning, and I mean, like, I guess they kind of showed it, but it wasn't much later. I think you as the viewer understand that I get it pretty quickly.
Yeah, of course.
So, and I'm not telling anyone else. I tell I'm working with Bananas and Omarosa. So, and I don't even think Omarosa came downstairs. So I just, the only person.
Matt, he's working with Johnny and
yeah,
our top 3. Ooh.
Oh.
So it's like we're on to something.
We are.
Well, I mean, some of us are playing chess. I mean,
but yeah, I mean that seems obvious.
Yeah. But it was so funny because I do the Jim Halpert look into I'm like, and they're like, are you doing Jim Halpert's? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, we're using that. I'm like, thank God. I'm like, I've been doing Jim Halpert since I got in this house.
And let's backtrack to Sabotage and Jax for a second.
All right.
Like, oh my God. I mean, it's like that poor guy, did not know what he was getting into.
No.
He came off very well though. He was he was admitting his faults and was like, holy shit, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Well, his manager, so when we went out for the red carpet the night before, or the purple carpet, whatever, the night before we went out, what's the place? It's not Chase. What is it? Oh my God, Chef. Give me 1 second. We went the night before.
Looking for a plug. I love
Catch LA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Chef Adrian.
Fancy.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm friends with Chef Adrian. so the night before we went out, it was me, Jax, and Jax's manager, and Brock from Vanderpump, Corinne and her sister Taylor from Surviving Paradise. And hold on, can I drop some more names? Yeah. Oh, Johnny Bananas and my manager and my fiance. So anyway, so we're all there, and we're all hanging out, and Jax's manager is just like, he goes, yeah, he goes, I told Jax, he's just like, look, before this show, you need to watch some episodes of Survivor. You need to watch Big Brother, and you need to, and he threw out another show. And Jax goes, yeah, I'm not going to do that. He goes, all right, well, just watch Survivor and Big Brother, like, a couple seasons of each of those, or a season of each of those, you'll be fine. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. He goes, just watch either one episode of Survivor or one episode of Big Brother. He goes, yeah, I don't need it. And so he didn't.
Cost him.
Yeah, dumb.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go on a show to compete for a couple $100,000, I will be doing whatever it takes to kind of learn something.
He knew that he was physically bigger than all of us, and that that there was no chance he could lose.
Yeah, shame. But I mean, going back to like, did you sabotage me? And you're like, no.
Well,
okay.
Well, that's the thing. So we get the episode early. So I text him. I apologize. So we did an appearance together in Boston at the greatest bar in Boston.
Yeah, he's milking his 3 episodes.
No, we're friends. He's coming back. Every interview he says he's coming back, and he said he could say that. So maybe he's coming back. You never know. So anyway, so prior to the event, I apologize via text like 6 times. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Have you watched the episode? I'm so sorry. He's like, no. So he gets to Boston. He comes over to Brett LaBelle's house. I'm like, did you watch the episode? He goes, no, I never watched myself. It's like, well, I really wish you would have watched. He's like, dude, it's fine. You've apologized. I get it. I'm like, okay, we're good. He goes, we're good. I'm here. I'm like, okay. So we watched the episode, and I do the sabotage, and then I say I sabotage him. He asks me, and I say no. And he's like, dude, I flew from Boston, to Boston from LA, and you lied. And I'm just like, dude, I apologized like 11 times. He goes, I thought you were apologizing for not doing good in the challenge. I was like, no, absolutely not.
Sounds, again, a man out of his league here.
And he goes, but you literally said no to my face. I'm like, that's what I do.
Yeah.
So he was
Johnny
upset.
was really, really tripping about this.
I was very upset.
You were.
And he threw a ketchup bottle at me.
Yeah, well, win the fucking prize, and then it'll be all under the bridge.
Yeah.
Take them out to dinner.
Hey, join us at the finale, December 21st at Jax's Studio City. That's where I'll be. So can't wait. It's gonna be great.
He has a bar in Studio City.
Yeah. You know what he needs there, right?
Watertown Whiskey.
Watertown Whiskey.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
What is he like a restaurateur? What does he do?
Yeah, he's that's his first one. His first one's in Studio City. He's opening up. He's looking at opening up 2 more.
Oh, nice. In LA area?
No. I don't want to speak out of church, so I don't want to say where the other ones are. But they across the country.
Okay.
He's very popular. Vanderpump Rules is huge, dude.
Hey, I didn't talk shit about Jax, did I?
No.
Take my whiskey, Jax.
Yeah, he'll love your whiskey.
You're smart. You didn't have to.
He was upset with me for a minute after the ball, and he got home and he did the podcast with his wife Brittany from Vanderpump, and she was just like, she goes, Jax, she goes, Jonny Fairplay sabotage. He goes, yeah. She goes, that's what Jonny Fairplay does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
they're all cool now, but
I
know Johnny was like really like, I kind of felt bad because Johnny, like you were going to that viewing party knowing that he hadn't watched that. And
I literally begged him to watch. I'm like, just watch it. He goes, I don't watch myself. I'm like, you should watch yourself this time.
And people love Jax. You were saying at the viewing party, people
I got
booing you. Yeah.
Yeah, I got booed in Boston.
Really?
Yeah, I got cheered. I got cheered in Charlotte this week.
I'm sure it was by all the female viewers.
Yeah.
Who didn't want to see that hunk go.
Oh, dude, he should be on Mad Men. I mean, he's a good looking dude.
He's a studly looking guy.
He's very studly. So, and he's a sweetheart. He really is a sweetheart.
New York, which did she say?
You're a demon.
You're good to look at. No.
Oh no, Tanisha.
Yeah. He's pretty funny too.
Yeah, he's a handsome doofus or something. We all love Jax. So episode 4, I have the opportunity to sabotage again. And for all those people, because I look at some of the comments on Reddit and some of the Facebook groups and stuff, and they're like, if Jonny Fairplay didn't come to play, I don't want him on my TV. Because episode 3, I lay low because I pick my spots. I mean, there's literally people in the house raising their hand going, pick me to go home next. Please pick me to go home next. That's not what they're saying, but that's what I'm interpreting.
Yeah.
So if they're doing that, I'm going to sit back and go, okay, which one of you do I want to send home next? So episode 4, I go, oh, New York, you volunteered to go home next. So I was happy that episode 4, which was produced by Katie Gallagher from Survivor, she produced that episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was her episode.
Oh, she's a treat. I like her.
Yeah. So Katie produced that, and I think the world finally learned, hey, let's go back in time. The opportunity to sabotage, I sabotage Jax. Jax goes home. Opportunity 2 to sabotage, I sabotage New York. New York is going home for those of you paying attention. We're scoring this, right? Pay attention. So it was fun. It was fun for me as the narrator that I have been on so many other shows to finally have my voice to be like, are we all getting this? For those of you saying that Jonny Fairplay is doing nothing, Jonny Fairplay is doing a lot, but there's no reason to raise your hand for 4 episodes straight.
It's coming across for sure.
It felt good.
The one gripe I think I have with the show is they really never explained that if you win the challenge, you don't get to vote. They had Omarosa just say it, and then they've never explained how the end game is, we
didn't know the end game because we find it out as we go. So there was a glitch in the episode that everyone saw this week where Omarosa says on this episode she doesn't have a vote. That's not that was actually a sound clip from the previous episode that somehow got mixed in there. So if you watch when it comes out on Peacock, it will not have that line in there. She does. So she did have a vote.
But I didn't even catch that. But even when she was whatever queen of the castle.
Whatever. When you are supervillain of the week, you are not allowed to vote.
But they didn't really explain that. And then it's still do these people have a vote at the end? How?
Once again, we have no actually, so we have guesses on how it's. I mean, the format's so similar to Big Brother that I'm just like, it's Big Brother. I mean, Big Brother, you put the 3 people for the POV and then one comes down, you vote between the 2. I mean, I'm just like, isn't this the same fucking show? So, but hearing all these people that are not familiar with the concept of Big Brother or Survivor, anything remotely like that, what they were explaining, how this was going to end up, I'm just like, really? Please tell me more of this possibility that could never ever happen ever. And I'm just like, that could be it. You might be right. Yeah. So, it was comical. The guesses on how this show concludes.
But I tell you what, I've watched Big Brother before, and it's always more confusing to me what head of household, and there's all these little intricacies
I
and twists.
I feel like they've dumbed it down for us, for the audience.
That's what I'm saying. For House of Villains, it's dumbed down. It's just easy to watch. I can just sit on my couch and watch something funny and just discuss it with my wife while it's going on. I like it. It does pay homage to early reality TV shows, and I think that's what people like, nostalgia. And
this show is not even this show. You're watching reality television from 2005. I mean, that's what this show is.
It's good.
So, and you have Shake for some reason.
But the challenge when everyone is doing, I was thoroughly entertained by people trying to make people do stupid shit.
Which New York with the eggs in the bowl. Like I love that so much.
yes.
All right, here we go. Ebony Neal, we got a question from Ebony. Why don't you save New York Johnny over boring ass Anfisa? Okay, Ebony, I acknowledge your question. New York never left her room, so neither did there were 3 people on the block. It was Bobby Lights, my roommate, who leaves, who I'm not sure ever slept in the room. And then New York and Anfisa. So I was saving my roommate Bobby Lights because Bobby Lights, he goes around the entire house all day long, and all Bobby Lights does is gossip. And then when he does come back to the room to, shit, shower, and shave, he goes, Jonny Fairplay, here's the tea. And he gives me all the tea in the house. So I ain't getting rid of Bobby Lights. Like that, that is my ear to the conversations that I'm not a part of. I'm a part of some conversations. Bobby Lights is a part of every other conversation, and he's talking to himself. So I got those conversations too. I got all those conversations with Bobby Lights. So I'm protecting my roommate, and I think, Ebony, if you were in my situation, you would protect your roommate too.
Yeah.
So it wasn't me choosing New York over Anfisa. It was me protecting my roommate. As far as the vote, you saw the promo that New York cut on Omarosa. New York cut that same promo on all of us. She was like, fuck you. If I come back, I'm coming after all of you. And then, Anfisa goes, I'm not. And we're like, okay. I mean, of the 2 options, you have someone that says that, like, she literally told everyone in the house she's not going to work with you. Or the girl's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna.
I mean, it seemed obvious,
Yeah.
New York did not help herself.
No. And once again, I love New York. I mean, like, we did the 6-hour interview panel thing. We were split into groups. My group was me, Corinne, and New York, because like I love those girls.
The thing is that New York did bring a lot of funny shit to the show.
She is incredible television. I mean, like, she is the HBIC for a reason.
She fucking ruled, dude.
Yeah, the first 2 phone calls were me and New York. So I don't know who was first. So I don't want to know who was first.
Yeah.
But I am fully aware of the first 2 phone
ego,
calls.
buddy. Lose it.
It's true. I asked.
Bro, you're back. Just take it in.
I'm just saying the first 2 phone calls were me in New York.
Yeah, all right, good.
I love that Mikey B just totally fucking.
That's all this guy.
It's so beautiful.
I lived with the shorter version of Mikey B called Johnny Bananas, and that so I go out to the hot tub, and I have my swim trunks on, and production's like, Fairplay, go put on your Speedo, and I'm like, I'm already got my, and they're like, go put on your Speedo. I'm just like, is everyone talking shit about me in their confessionals about my Speedo? Is that why you guys, so you can, and they're like, no, we love it. It's great. I'm like, fine. So I go and put on my Speedo. As soon as I come out, there's Bananas waiting for me. Jonathan, you forgot your ass. Go back and get your ass. Thank you, Bananas. So yeah, my entire year, I haven't seen Mikey B in 3 years. He's here to fucking roast me. I got, however many days in the house with Johnny Bananas, he's roasting me. And then I got a fiance. She's taking up the rest of the year. And then I just give Matt Bischoff grief on Monday nights.
And by the way, compliment to you guys. You guys are live right now. I had no idea.
Yeah.
The last time I did the pod, it was on tape delay, I believe.
I think that was a Patreon exclusive. So go to realitypatreon.com to hear the stuff I'm not supposed to say. So, oh Jesus, if he's watching, stop. So, I may or may not have had a conversation with E today.
Exciting shit.
And it was a good one. Can talk about it.
That went over.
That's
good stuff.
That's hopefully some cool shit goes
sure.
down.
Why wouldn't it be?
This show, I think, has been a breath of fresh air, because like the world is a fucked up place, and when I watch House of Villains, it's just like it just puts me in a space of when the world wasn't fucked up. You know what I mean?
All right. So
good for you, Matt. You're on the payroll, buddy. I love
it. So we get to the end of the challenge, and I figured it out, and New York's like, jump in the pool. It's a point. I'm just like, nah, it's cold. It wasn't really that cold. And I'm just like, no, I figured out the challenge. Like, as I said, I want to protect my roommate. Yeah. And then, and I tell Bananas, and she was like, jump in the pool. She goes, but Bananas, and I was like, no, don't jump in the pool. She was like, why are you telling Bananas? And Bobby's like, why are you whispering? And I'm just like, look, if Bananas jumps in the pool, he's going to make me jump in the pool. I don't want to jump in the pool. Is it so bad that I don't want to jump in the pool? And I felt like I navigated that pretty good. I'm not 100%, but I felt like I made it through that one.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have jumped in the pool, and you didn't jump in the pool, and you stood your ground and fucking told everybody to go fuck themselves.
Yeah. All right.
In a polite way.
Yeah.
Sanders rubbing off on you. Shut up.
Yeah. So fast forward to, it's time to bowl.
Oh, we're gonna talk pinball right now. Oh, I can see the smile on his face. Look at him. Oh.
Behind me. There's Godzilla and Star Wars behind me right now.
It was a fake cry, though. I mean, the
no, that was real as fuck.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, yes, sir.
Dude, that is real. But dude, Tessa, my wife, was saying there is no fucking way Johnny's crying like that right now. I said he is. I promise you.
Okay,
that's
so
true emotion.
Okay, peek behind the curtain. This is real life. So I wasn't crying over pinball. Okay,
you're also crying on episode 1 of Survivor too, right? Yeah, you were really crying.
Yeah, stop. I'm not talking about that.
Same cry.
No, not same cry.
Continue.
Okay, so no, here's the deal. All right, so that day was Valentine's Day. And that's the first.
Don't make it worse. Go ahead, continue. Let me fucking attack you.
Please bring it. I don't care.
You were feeling a little emotional then.
No, beyond emotion. So no, stop.
You couldn't spend time with your significant other.
Okay. Listen, just because one of us is happy, or two of us here are happy, and one of us is just miserable.
Buddy.
Had to create his own alcohol to drink his sorrows away.
Oh, no way. There is no a single sorrow over here, bro.
All right. So listen. So it was Valentine's Day. It was the first holiday me and Jessica had not celebrated together. Number one. Number two, me and Jessica, since we met, we had never been apart for more than 2 days ever. And the 2 years prior to this, we've never been apart for more than 2 days. So, we're like 2 weeks into this thing. And what they're not showing is because this text group, I'm not showing you the text threads like Shake put on social media the other day and got yelled at by E and they were taken down. But of course, someone got the receipts, so they're on Reddit, of course. So I'm not telling you to look. I'm just saying that they're there if you don't believe this really happened. Mm-hmm. No, this house was pretty volatile. The text group, for everyone that was on the show, they're pissed because they're just like, why are they making this show fun? Like, it was drama. People were screaming. Why are they showing the drama? So every night we get our phone at like 10:30, 10 o'clock at night.
I was wondering that, because I think they showed somebody texting.
Yeah, so we got our phones at night. And we had to turn them in the morning. So Jessica would call me and she goes, "How's it going, babe?" And I'm like, "It's fucking crazy." And she goes, "Is it really?" And I would hold up the phone, and in the background you just hear, "Fuck you! I hope you die." And she was like, "Is that real?" I'm like, "It's nonstop, babe. It never ends. Day and night, it just does not quit." And she was like, "It's okay. You're in your room. Just put on your headphones, go to sleep." So, so it was a lot. I mean, it was a lot.
And evidently there were some Southern people in the house too, with your accent.
Yeah, apparently. Maybe it was me. Maybe I'm the one screaming. So that day they're like, "Everybody come on, you guys have the day off." And I'm like, "Where are we going?" They're like, "It doesn't matter where we're going. Fairplay, you guys got the day off." I'm like, "If we have the day off, you wouldn't bring the cameras." And they're like, "Fairplay, relax. It's your day off. Relax. There's nothing happening. Just calm down." I'm like, "Where we go?" They're like, "We're going bowling." I'm like, are you really? They're like, yes. And I'm like, okay, fine. So we get there, and there's bowling, there's cheap beer, there's chicken wings, and I'm just like, thank God, this is what I need. This is normal. This is the normalcy that mentally I need right now to separate myself from insanity, because the house is literal insanity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sitting there and I'm bowling. I'm having a good time. They're like, Fairplay, can you come to the back real quick for a confessional? I'm like, no. I'm like, when we get back to the house, I'll do a confessional. I'll talk about how we bowled and all that. I'm just like, just let me enjoy myself. Like, well, no, we really need you to come back right now and do a confessional. And I'm like, I'm not. And they're like, you have to, like, something's going on. I'm just like, I don't care who's fighting with who. I don't care who hates each other. I don't care I don't care. Just please let me bowl, enjoy cheap beer and chicken wings for all that is sacred in my life. This is all I'm asking. Just leave me alone. They're like, you've got to come back right now. So I go back there and they're like, Fairplay, there's pinball back here. And I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? There's pinball? Pinball represented the normalcy in my life. Pinball represented Jessica. Pinball represented the kids. Pinball represented
your fucking soliloquy, buddy. You know, I mean, like,
sorry.
Come on, fucking move on. Let's go.
And pinball represented pinball.
Right.
So I go back there. I play pinball.
Just like, oh, emotions running wild and fucking pinball and normalcy, cheap beer, and I miss my girl. Oh,
I do.
God. Yeah, you fake cried.
I didn't. So I came back. They're like, Fairplay, what happened? I'm just like, there was pinball. And they're like, what? I'm just like, I love pinball. I love my fiance. I love my kids. So bowling, bowling's okay. They made me throw in bowling. I was just like, okay. I mean, you know, I have a bowling ball. So.
I love you, Johnny, and I know you're a softie at heart.
I am a softie.
You know, I know. I'm with it, you know.
Mikey B needs to be on House of Villains too.
Oh yeah, this guy's an asshole.
I love it, dude.
I'm just truthful, man. That's all.
No, well, those were very much real tears.
So I wouldn't be good in these games, you know, because
you never know.
Well, you don't have to. There's not a rule. I mean, geez, Bananas made fun of me. He said I failed the psych exam, and I'm just like, I thought all of us did. That's how we got on reality TV.
Johnny Bananas is entertaining. He really is. You know,
he is.
And I like his laugh. He's fucking. He's
Johnny Bananas. I love him.
Right.
I've not watched a lot of his challenge stuff, but just watching House of Villains, I'm like, okay, I can see how this dude has been on a shitload of TV shows.
It's
He's
so funny.
Killer.
So have you see Bananas? Mikey B, you see Bananas with the guitar?
Yeah, I was laughing at that.
Oh yeah,
serenading Corinne, you know.
So we do a challenge podcast, and on the challenge he brings out the guitar, and like so many seasons I've made fun. I'm just like, oh, the asshole with the guitar, go fuck yourself.
Does he have skills or
yeah, he's really good, but I mean it doesn't matter. I just make fun. I'm like there's all, you know, like fuck the guy with I'm like, of course he brings the guitar, you know.
Is he skilled enough, you know, to hold his own, you know, say in a dive bar and like
absolutely no, yeah. So every night, like he would learn new songs. Like he would just sit there, like you just give him songs, and he would write down the chords and the words, and he would like we would do like you know.
For him, I'm jealous because fucking you know that's tip top.
Oh yeah. So no, he's so. We get there and I see he has a guitar and you know, and I'm already thinking in my head, I'm just like, oh my God, I bashed this guy so many times on my podcast, you know? And so he gets out there and he breaks it and he's like, Fairplay, come on. And I was just like, does this guy not listen to my, like I'm just like, he's literally asking me to come with him while he plays. So we go back, he goes, you know, the guitar gimmick, right? And I'm just like, what's the guitar gimmick? He was like, dude, he goes, I just play a bunch of copywritten material and they leave us alone for 45 minutes so we can smoke weed and you know, we can just hang out in production. They're like, hey, come back 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Okay, cool. And I'm just like, holy shit, this dude figured out a workaround.
Wow, genius.
That's the whole gimmick with the guitar.
Nice. Good
so
word.
I told Jax that, and Jax is like, I don't care. It's still the asshole with the guitar. I'm just like, Jax, like, did you not hear? And he's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but good for him. You know.
So that's the guitar gimmick. So
to get back into this episode, I also laughed my ass off when Corinne was like, "Are you gonna kiss me?" He's like, "Tonight."
What?
You know, it's like in his head, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna bang you eventually," you know. But are we talking about tonight? No, it's not happening tonight. I'm not ruining my fucking game. $200,000 is more important than fucking your ass right now.
Yeah, but Bananas did not come for a showmance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, it was business as usual. He's good. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and writing those notes, figuring out to put these like little post-it notes in the house.
Oh yeah, who wrote the note?
Deal. Yeah, that's killer.
Yeah.
Here's.
So now I'm gonna put Omarosa as third out, and then it's gonna go head to head Johnny and Johnny at the end.
Would you say the most famous Johnny in the history of reality television is what we're fighting for?
No, you still gonna have that even if you lose.
Shirt available at JonnyFairplay.com.
In my world, I don't know. I've never watched the Road Rules or Real World. I've never watched any of them.
So. Yeah. So the gimmick with the notes, he did that on the challenge. He had his sister write them. Well, his sister wasn't available. So to clarify all this for everyone right now, because everyone's just like, his sister wrote them again. His sister wasn't available. His friend Kate wrote them. He had 20 notes, and he was like, Jax is very lucky he left when he did, because his Jax note was not very nice.
Oh, all right. Johnny Bananas fucking working the game. Sorry about it. I threw out my back, so I'm like stretching.
Yeah, so this note right here, you can actually see. So this one was underneath Bobby's pillow. It says, "You might want to ask production for a new toothbrush. I saw Fairplay rub his dirty Speedo on yours."
Did that ever get to him?
I don't know.
Wow. But that's the actual note from the show.
Yeah, that's from a boy.
That's crazy.
You gonna frame that and put it on eBay?
I'm gonna sell the note on eBay for Hearts Real. Well, for Give Kids the World Village.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I've taken something from every episode, and like we've been doing live auctions at the viewing parties, and people are bidding on the items, and I just do a direct donation.
Oh, nice. You know what I found out today is I'm doing I'm bringing my whiskey to a charity event in San Diego that just happens to be kids.
Give Kids the World?
Kid for the World, yeah. Is Omar still running that shit?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna say, hey, remember me? I used to bring the heart necklaces, and I used to be nice, and you guys all thought that I was an asshole for some fucking reason. I'm back again, donating shit.
You know, there's a Survivor finale in LA coming up too, December 20th.
They're doing it live now.
What's that?
They're doing it live. Is that it? Was
well, no. Bryce and Wynn are doing a party. And then they're doing the pre-party. So I need to get you in with the whiskey for both those things.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Are you in LA, Mikey B?
Hermosa Beach, baby. Love it.
Yeah, he's got too much money for LA, brother.
I can hear the waves right now. It's pretty nice.
Wow, that's fucking killer. I'm in fucking Ohio, which, by the way, I just got Ohio just legalized weed for recreational use.
No,
hey, welcome to us.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Issue 2 passes. Yeah. There we go.
All right, so let's get to the end of the episode. It is between Anfisa and New York, and Anfisa delivers the speech of her life.
I was impressed with Anfisa right here. I've not been impressed.
Time out. Omarosa gave that speech.
I know, but we're seeing that we're seeing the prep work, and I'm just like, as a viewer, they're just like, there's no like she's not gonna nail this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, you're gonna get
the comedy.
You're gonna get Cliff Notes version of what Omarosa said, and we literally get word for word every word that. I mean, this is what Omarosa does. Like, not only was she in the Trump White House, she was in the Clinton White House.
Really, I didn't know that. Yeah.
This is what Omarosa does. She feeds these words.
Mm-hmm. She's lacking self-confidence too. That one, you know, she needs to get a little more confident.
Could you help her out with that?
That woman, holy fuck. She thinks she is the queen.
Yeah.
Holy
She does.
fuck.
So yeah.
But
so
New York is begging to go home. New York is like just
New
like
York is ready to go home.
blowing her shit up big
Yeah,
time.
that's what's killing me. Like looking at all these social media stuff. They're just like you guys are stupid. Production should have told you that you can't get around. Number one, production ain't telling us this is a game for $200,000.
Yeah,
they ain't telling us who to keep and who to get rid of.
Right, but did she actually want to leave?
Well, yeah, based on her words, like she wasn't saying keep me.
Yeah, and she certainly, put herself on the block.
She put herself on the block, and literally her speech was F you, F you, F you. If I come back, I'm coming after all of you.
Yeah.
So that means vote me.
Yeah, not wise.
Well, I don't think it's not wise. I think she just wanted to go home.
Who was the caller earlier? What was her name?
Oh, Ebony Neal. What's up?
Ebony Neal. The reasons are obvious as
to why nobody protected her.
Yeah, she wanted to go home.
Want to fucking play the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought she played. I think for a 4. You're the king of the 4-episode story arc.
Yes, I am. Baby. 4 episodes.
The New York of Survivor, Mikey B. How appropriate that you're here. You get it? Mikey B is like, get me to the Ponderosa so me and Fairplay can start drinking.
That was a month, buddy.
Yeah. And where's Rhino's fiance?
Dreaming of me.
Dude, Mikey B. You need to be back on reality TV, Mikey B.
He's great.
I love it.
Yeah. He should have been on a different season. He was on the wrong season.
Yeah.
Yeah. But everyone that does fans versus favorites that's a fan is on the wrong season, aren't they?
I was on the wrong season on fans versus favorites too. Like I hated being on fans versus favorites. It's the worst fucking shit ever. It sucks.
Yeah. So Mikey B is going. I don't know where Mikey B is going. He's all right, so Mikey B's left. So he's back.
Grabbing some,
Oh, there you go. All right, so
I got my own house right now. I can smoke butts in my fucking kitchen if I want to.
You got a new place?
No, I kept my fucking house.
Okay, but you can smoke in your house now.
He's renting 3 miles away.
Okay. This guy. Can I start a Mikey B fan page? Actually, I think I did. It's a text group with me and one other person from the vegetable variety.
That's fine. I can accept that. It's all good.
Yep. So,
are you excited
about our new text group, Mikey B?
No, but she plugged my whiskey
already.
No, for the first time at Olivia's bachelorette party. It's been a whole.
Oh no! I'm talking about our new text group. Are you happy about our new text group?
What is our new text group here?
You've been responding to it.
What are you talking about?
With our new text group. So there's 2 different texts that you're responding to. One has another person in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corn?
Yeah.
Who's that? I'm confused. Matt looks confused too.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't either, Matt. I have no fucking idea.
I'm like,
that's Corinne.
I have not been on a text thread with Corinne in fucking ever.
Yeah, just that's who that was who Corn is. That's her nickname. Did you not get that?
I had no idea. What the fuck? I thought it was like your fucking producer. When you guys are big time over there, I thought it was like your producer fucking sending me links to fucking get on air. I don't fucking know. What the fuck? I don't know.
Tremendous. Oh my god! All right, well there we go.
I know nothing.
I don't either.
Okay, there we go. Well, so go back to the thread. You're welcome.
There you go. You're learning on the pod. But yeah, when New York gets voted out and goes through the wall.
Yeah. Do you love the wall gimmick?
It's nice. Yeah.
We lost our, so it is pretty high velocity.
Yeah, it looks it.
It is frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no one wants to go through the wall.
It's
dig
great
it.
though. I love watching people get
I
ejected
dig
through
it.
that wall.
I like Joel McHale too. You know,
So great.
yeah. I mean, I think they should give a little more of them. You know, and kind of shit on people a little more. You know,
He did so the beginning when he's trying to herd cats. He did a whole deal with he did his whole stand up on each of us. He was like, he goes, "Oh, Bobby Lights, the world's largest Sharpie. Wow, look at you. Oh, it's homeless Owen Wilson. Oh, I'm sorry, Jonny Fairplay. I didn't recognize you there. What's your name? Anfisa or sorry, what's your name? Antifa? Oh no, Anfisa. My bad." So,
yeah,
He is a good host.
he's good.
What I do find lame is like some of these other reality star, Desperate Housewives type people that I have
Abby
no-
Lee. How great was
who the
Abby
fuck-
Lee?
I had no idea who she was.
Okay, but do you now?
I mean, yeah, she's good. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's on Dance. So Dance Mom, she literally screams at kids and their parents.
Why is she in a wheelchair? What happened to her?
She went to jail for something, and then
Is she paralyzed?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know
I'm
what
sure
the
it's
fuck
at
is
work.
going
I
on.
mean, like I'm sure she went to jail. She's like, oh, my legs hurt.
Well, I want to mention one
I
thing.
need special treatment. I mean,
So I
like, what
wanna
would you do if you really had to go to jail? You'd be like, oh, my legs,
Yeah, right.
right?
Probably.
I'm going to stay out of this one.
So Mikey B.
You don't want them to use this against you later.
All right.
They're like, he's faking about his legs. He said on a podcast he would lie about it.
I'm not a villain.
Did you notice that Jonny Fairplay was absolutely fucking hammered looking?
Oh.
Your face, Johnny, when you have this like blue, like flannel shirt on.
Blue flannel and Shake's closet. He was like,
And-
who you vote for? I'm like,
Oh, dude, you looked inebriated.
yeah.
You looked fucking
Hammered.
Probably because I've seen Johnny inebriated probably 150 times. So I don't
Thailand.
Dude, you were just fucking, you were hammered.
Me and
I was like,
Mikey
oh my
B in
God.
Thailand have the record. So what was it? So we went to Thailand after Fans versus Favorites. So everyone went to like the stupid commercial bars. They were stupid. So me and Mikey B we're trying to watch football. For bets and for fantasy football and whatever other purposes. And so Mikey B gets one moped. He goes, let's get a pair of mopeds and we'll ride. And I'm just like, no, I'll just ride in the back. so it's big Mikey B and me and I ride in the back. And we found this place outside of town.
No, rewind, because remember Amy was in the middle.
Well, that was the last night.
Yeah, but that's the story you gotta tell.
Oh, okay. They go with that one. Oh, so the last night, Mikey B's driving the moped, Amy's in the middle, and I'm on the back. And Mikey B's like, "This is pretty good." He's just like,
"Somebody's grabbing my balls."
Yeah,
and I just met Amy 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, "Oh,
yeah,
she likes me," you know.
Yeah, thanks for grabbing my dick. This is really good.
I grabbed the hand, and it's fucking Jonny Fairplay fucking grabbing my nuts, riding through the middle of Thailand. At like 3 in the morning. I'm like, get the fuck off of me, dude.
He was so excited. I didn't.
I thought a chick was fucking grabbing my fucking.
Yeah. So we go. We find this place that's showing the football games on a projector on the wall, and so that's their only way to watch, the NFL in Thailand. So we go there, and it was like what, $4 for a bottle of rum.
Yeah,
it was a bottle of Thai rum, and an ice bucket with Red Bull and Cokes. It was like $4, and we're just like, we'll do 2.
And Matt, even Johnny was tall at that club, man. We were like fucking rock stars.
Yeah,
and they had karaoke going nonstop, but with a live band.
Yeah,
and
wow.
the best was, and they had choreographed numbers, and like there was one group that did Limp Bizkit, except they didn't know the words. So the song "Rollin', Rollin', Rollin'." So they're like lonely, 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 lonely. What? You're lonely, lonely, lonely. Come on.
That was a phenomenal trip. I'll tell you that. If you have to get voted off fucking Survivor,
That's
Yes, the pre-jury
only-
trips are the best.
yeah.
But Matt, that was the only benefit of us because you made the merge, right?
I did not.
we
I
did
was
not.
pre-jury. I was pre-jury on Fans versus
Yeah.
Favorites too. So
You-
I went to Malaysia for like 2.5 weeks.
And did the favorites run the show with the the chaperones? Because
No,
we had
Yeah.
some bosses and Amy and Fairplay
Yeah, and Yao Man.
and Yao Man, because they tried to send us, like 45 minutes from Phuket City, and like they were trying to keep us isolated.
Hide us.
Yeah, and they all went to production and they were like, listen,
Yeah.
it's gonna go one of two ways. Either way, we're going to Phuket.
Yeah.
So you can either bring us or we're gonna go.
Yeah.
And so like we were supposed to be isolated and we were fucking
Yeah.
clubbing,
Day
bar
2.
hopping, like with
dude.
people, for 2 weeks. It was wonderful.
It was
Yeah.
insane. And then Bangkok.
Yeah, but Phuket was the highlight.
Yeah, Phuket was life. So yeah, but we did it right, as I said. So yeah. Whew.
I don't think Joel had a drink or hung out with us the whole time, but
No,
that's
Joel did.
got to take a fucking shot at him. Fuck you, Joel.
Is Joel that like big muscle guy that
Yeah,
would pull
Rock,
Chet
yeah.
around?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We like Chet.
I like I like
Yeah, we like Chet.
now, just like everyone's gonna like you when you fucking pull out the victory, baby.
Oh,
Fucking sabotage, win, and everybody will forgive you, buddy. Don't
I'm
worry.
do-
about
I'm doing everything I can. Who's to know? Who's to say? Who's to know? We're not allowed to say anything, so I don't know. I don't remember. There was a lot of Casamigos, and I wish there was a lot of Watertown whiskey.
Yeah, coconut whiskey. That sounds good.
Yeah.
So do you just drink that straight, Mikey B, just on the rocks?
Yeah, if I'm gonna drink many of them, which I'm going out to see some friends that are out of town that are in town tonight. If
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink a lot of them, I'll put ice in it and enjoy it.
Yeah,
But if I'm gonna sip one, just neat, sip it. It's delicious both ways.
that's
Very
cool.
versatile. Cocktails. We can replace any rum drink. You can enter the tiki line. It's fucking delicious any way you want it.
I love it. I love it.
All right, so Mikey B, I'm gonna.
I'll send you a bottle. And you
Cool.
I need a replacement. So Mikey B, I'm gonna see you in December. I'm gonna be that way. I'll hit you up.
maybe what is the date? Because I might be east.
It's December 21st is the finale.
I will probably be east.
But I will also be there. I think the second week in December, and I'll talk to you about that.
Cool.
So, but also I'm going to be seeing Matt Bischoff. I will be in Cincinnati for November 29th for Survivor viewing party at the Pitch in Cincinnati. That's right by what's the big soccer stadium there?
FC Cincinnati Stadium.
FC Cincinnati Stadium. You guys you guys number one in soccer, right?
Yes, I don't pay a whole lot of attention like Wayne, but yeah, I think FC Cincinnati did really well this year.
Yeah. So
Big
so
soccer town.
Yeah, November 29th, I'll be in Cincinnati. Get tickets at survivortix.com. And then November 30th, me and Jax will be there along with you and Wayne. That's also at the Pitch for a House of Villains viewing party. Go to villaintix.com. They both take you to the same website. And let's see, tomorrow night, I'm in Chicago for Survivor. Go to survivortix.com, Bounce Sporting Club. Next week, next Wednesday, I am in Durham. With Jesse Lopez from last season. We're gonna be having a Survivor 45 viewing party that is at Clouds Brewing in Durham, North Carolina. The next night, Thursday, November 16th, I'm gonna be in Miami. And holy shit, it's at American Social on the water in Miami. We have a 77-foot yacht bringing us to the venue, parking right in front of the venue, waterside. We have a red carpet coming off, and it's myself, Bobby Lights, Omarosa, Corinne, Shake, Johnny Bananas. We have Izzy from this past season of Love is Blind. I think there's 10 other stars from Netflix shows. Corinne's sister Taylor from Surviving Paradise is going to be there. Someone from season 45 of Survivor. I'm not allowed to say that. They're going to be there. So this is a free event. It is absolutely free. VIP is available at villaintix.com. You can get a signed poster from the cast. But otherwise, it is a free event. So go to American Social, RSVP, go to Villaintix to see the RSVP thing. But yeah, this is going to be a huge deal. And then December 6th, I'm in Fort Lauderdale at Memphis and Christmas's new place, Whaler's Catch. We're having a Survivor viewing party. The next night, I'll be at with the Malia in Celebration, Florida. We're having a House of Villains party. I'm having a King George book release party, and then Bryce and Wynn are having the big party. All that's available at Reality All Stars for the kids on Facebook. And yeah, just go to johnnyfairplay.com for links to everything, or survivortix.com or villaintix.com. Something's there for everyone. And Mikey B, watertownwhiskey.com. Order your fucking whiskey.
By the way, that was very impressive, sir.
Wait, you should watch him do a cameo.
Oh yeah, they do the best cameos ever.
How many do you do a month?
How many cameos do I do a month?
Yeah.
I don't know. I do a couple every day. So
whenever he's in town,
yeah,
I'm just asking a fucking question. He jumps on.
No, I never. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I would probably like 40, 50 a month.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm happy. Dude, I'm popular again. I got a cameo as soon as we're done here. You know what? No, I can't do it because I got to do it. Someone wants me to do a cameo in front of my pinball tables.
That's a fetish.
Yeah. Usually I do them. I got a Jeff Probst stand up with a mullet wig, and someone drew an appropriate size penis on there, because we've all, if you haven't Googled Jeff Probst penis, it's pretty impressive.
I've heard through the grapevine, so I'm going to finish on this note.
Yeah,
I have a question for you. Out of all those events, because you just spit out a lot of events, you're just traveling and traveling and traveling. How many is Mrs. Fairplay to be joining you on?
Every single one.
Every single one.
Yeah, as I said, it really, like that dance ball now was pretty tough. Yeah, no, every single one. She runs the show, brother.
Well, that was a good answer, because if you said like half of them, I would be like, fucking Bo, but you're missing her so much. Why isn't she coming with you?
Yep, every single one. Every single one. So, and trust me, it's exhausting for her, and she wouldn't have it any other way either.
Oh, good teammate. I'm proud of you, Matt. It was a pleasure to finally actually meet you. I've never. Right?
Totally, dude. Totally. Fans versus favorites. Fans versus favorites.
Yeah,
Watertown
Thanks
Whiskey.
for having me on. Thanks for the one follower, Matt Bischoff, Bischoff that I got.
Hey, there you go.
There's more to come. There's more to come.
That's
awesome.
I appreciate you guys. I do.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Cheers,
everybody.
everyone.
We'll see you next week.
Later.
Woo.
Bam.